At the back of the grid, it's a great start, the race for pole position man Scott Malvern. He's got the lead as they go cleanly through the first turn now. Good start, pretty difficult things, and Luke Williams leads up to the first position. So Luke Williams making a decent start in the Red Ray, and up through Druids to go for the first time. Uphill, into the corner, downhill on the way out of the turn, with Scott Malvern leading the way, but everybody else behind just having a look at the inside to try and sneak one or two places if they possibly can. So Oliver White is in second place. Actually, Dibden does drop back a bit, so it will be Luke Williams third, Dibden from second on the grid. So these two going at it already. They've both been race winners in Formula Ford racing. Oliver White, as I said, has been winner of the champion of France in years gone by. This is a series of one-off races from the Pierre of France and two on the Indy circuit. Second on the restaurant here at the circuit. James Beckett Motorsport reinvigorating the champion of France for these classic Formula Fords 3 years ago.
And Oliver White looking to try and close up again as they head up towards Paddock Hill Bend before the start of the third lap of the race. Look at these two, Scott. So the order will remain the same as they head in towards the right-hander at Paddock Hill Bend, but on that lap, Oliver White in second place posted the fastest lap of the race, 15.895 seconds.
That's right, yeah, and driver ahead in the black car, Richard Tarling, who's in the top 3 in that first race of the season, and got onto the podium, has to come across to take the racing line. So here they go 4th, 5th and 6th, absolutely together as they go over the start and finish line to double toe for number 15, Ashley Dibden. He can't make the move stick yet, and Ashley having to recover here. Full start for the race, 2nd to 6th on the first lap of the race. Look at them in terms of pace, and they're all going for the moves to squeeze these narrow down the inside.
Yeah, absolutely. Some big issues between them, is there? And now Richard Tarling looks as though he's got a little bit of a break actually, because he's not quite being attacked by Josh Barnett to the same degree. The race, that was at 50.574. He was a little bit slower that time through, but more importantly, still quicker than the race leader. The gap between first and second is just 0.3 of a second. As again, by the look of things, the car of Josh Barnett has a look at the inside of Richard Tarling. Not surprisingly so, the door was closed. He's going to have, another look elsewhere further round on this lap, because he's not quite in a position to do so this time, as they squabble over 3rd, 4th and 5th place on the run up towards Druids, or the run down towards the braking area for the left-hander and Graham Hill Bend. As they're heading round to Graham Hill Bend, our race leader is just turning his way through McLaren up towards Clearways. It is still Scott Malvern that is leading the race, but he is not being let off the hook, is he, by number 94, the black car that's right in his wheel tracks in the hands of Oliver White.
Like an angry wasp in that battle for 4th place, isn't he, Josh Barnett? He just won't go away, and now he's squeezed up the inside going into Clearways, and he's made it stick. So change for 4th place. The black car of Richard Tarling is pushed back to 5th, and he's trying to swap away a Watson, just kept coming back, and he couldn't get rid of him in the end. Decided to Paddock Hill Bend, but he'll have to for the time still to the 2nd and 5th position. So Richard Tarling and the black car pushed back to 5th by the blue and white blue machine of Josh Barnett. But of course, Josh has lost a lot of time now to the lead 3. He's that the 3rd place car going very slowly, I think so. Number 95, Luke Williams, looks slower than he should have been coming onto the Cooper Straight, and yet he's got dramas here. The car is about to grind to a halt. So the 3rd place back with Scott Malvern setting a new fastest lap of the race, 50.386 seconds, half a second quicker than Oliver White that time through, and the gap just doubles on that lap. Barnett moves up to 3rd. Richard Tarling gets his 4th place back, and then you've got Dibden in the mix as well in 5th position.
They're in 6th place, car number 127, which is Sean Macklin. He gets those over the start-finish line now. That means that up to 7th position will come the car of Innes Hickman. 8th place will go the way of car number 67 at this stage, which is Tom Haywood. And then the last couple of runners will be car number 13, which is the car of Simon Bruce, and then number 16, Andy Clark. We've still got this great battle going on where Richard Tarling's been kept fairly busy, has he, throughout the whole course of this race so far. Car number 73, largely black with a white stripe down the side. The lead 2 go over the start finish line. Richard Tarling sitting there in 4th position, just winding his way onto the Brabham Straight now. Stephen's got right with him, Ashley Dibden, who is not letting go of the coattails of the car of Richard Tarling, the Swift SC94 car that's
penalty has been added to the time, or will be added to the time, from the driver in 2nd place, number 94, Oliver White's going to get a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits. Lots of you regular motorsport fans will know exactly what that means. But after that, if you keep doing it, you keep pushing on again over there, will get the penalty. just have to give way though, and through goes the number 15 car, eventually picking up 4th place. Richard Tarling fought hard for that one, but he in the end wasn't quite quick enough to keep Ashley Dibden behind, so that change from 4th place. It's now Malvern number 80 that leads, despite the 5-second penalty. Ollie White's
And then this great battle is still going on for 4th place. Richard Tarling diving up the inside of Ashley Dibden from a long way back. Just long. He regains it on the run in towards Paddock Gilbert with a great move from Richard Tarling. He doesn't fall. He's now got to defend on the run up Halewood Hill into the braking area for Druids Corner. Well, Ashley Dibden had worked tirelessly hard to find some sort of gap to try and thrust his way through. He managed to do so. It didn't last for long though, did it? Richard Tarling is back through.
Because the driver ahead's always going to give a toe to the one behind, and that's exactly what happened there. The driver ahead gets all of the air resistance, the driver behind tucks in behind in the slipstream. It's like getting an extra few horsepower when you do that. Pulls out of the slipstream and makes a loose stick. Luke Williams was 3rd place early on in the race on the starter. Unfortunately, it was Jonathan O'Dea didn't make the start of the race after problems with the car qualifying, but otherwise they're all still running, and Dibden has a big look at the inside for 4th going into Paddock Hill Bend, but the white and red number 15 car was late on the brakes there and almost lost the back end of the car. As he got the back end stepped out, he had to hit the brakes hard to avoid running race, but they're still enjoying themselves. You can always see the grin on their faces behind the helmets, can't you? They are having an epic battle here, these two, and they're evenly matched, and they're giving each other just enough space. Proper hardcore battle that. The flag is going to be coming out next time around because the clock has just ticked down to 0 seconds and still going good. He's our race leader, 50.3, the new fastest lap for Scott Malvern.
Yeah, a quick lap for Scott Malvern as he continues to push on this time. Actually, Dibden's going to have to go the wrong way round at Paddock Hill Bend if he wants to reassert himself back into 4th place. It's still side by side with the black car, Richard Tarling. Pushing Ashley Dibden as wide as he dare on the exit of Paddock Hill Bend. By the time they head in towards the braking area at Druids Corner, the black car of Richard Tarling has reasserted itself back into 4th place, number 73, at the expense of Ashley Dibden, who still is having to settle for what will be 5th position. But the race win is going to go the way of Scott Malvern. Win number 50 is now under the belt of Scott Malvern. He comes through car number 80 and takes the 2nd round of the 2014 Champion of Brands. 2nd position goes the way of car number 94, which is Oliver White.